kind of stuff. But we're here to talk about movies and all that other kind of nice, fun stuff. So, got a packed show for you today. Introduces going to be on the show with me today is the great Datakuji, or excuse me, the great Leatherface, Candyman, Velvet Pinhead, and Amarak Kruger. What's up, everybody? Yeah, I didn't let y'all know that I renamed everybody as great horror movie villains.
We are happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Now, honestly, the whole Velvet Pinhead thing, I felt like it's very apropos for Simon Says, because this is like 2 weeks. It's either 2 weeks in a row or 3 weeks in a row. He done wore that damn crushed velvet bathrobe of his.
He said, "What is it?"
Y'all just not noticing it though. It's funny though.
I've noticed it. I just never said anything. I've noticed it. I just didn't say nothing. That's all.
Okay.
It looks hella comfortable though.
Yeah,
it is.
That's the main thing.
It does, man.
As long as it's comfy.
Yeah, you got a pillow back there too?
No, it comes with a hoodie.
Oh, it comes with a hoodie. Oh,
okay. So it's like a snuggie robe.
Yep.
Oh. I wonder what kind of slippers he wears around the house now.
No comment.
Preem is right. Don't talk shit about my light-skinned brother's pimp Parker.
Oh God, Pimp Parker.
He said the Pimp Parker.
The Pimp Parker. That's funny. No, that's funny. No, that's really funny. But no, happy Halloween to all of you guys out there that enjoy this holiday. It's one of our favorite holidays for various reasons.
It's Happy Devil's Night.
Well, I mean, yeah, but sure. Happy Devil's Night. I don't even really acknowledge that. That feels like a fake thing that they started.
They changed the Devil's
Whatever,
Night.
man. You never seen a crow.
Devil's Night because they were burning everything back in the day.
Well, yeah, I know that because they were burning everything back in the day because, people ain't got no damn sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, we got some quick news to share with everybody before we break into the main topic. First of all, say what's up to obviously Cream, acknowledge him. Hannah of Omega is on YouTube, and Devron is over on Facebook. Hello to everybody. King Takeem just checked in on YouTube as well. But I wanted to share this with you guys. Obviously, there's a lot of really cool things out there, but something that really just caught my eye that I wanted to talk about is this. Tomb Raider live action. Testing for the role of Lara Croft are Sophie Turner and Lucy Boynton. So GQ, as the resident Lara Croft fan, what do you make of these two young ladies testing for the role of Lara Croft?
I mean, it could potentially work. Honestly, if I'm thinking, and obviously this is coming off of the series, the animated series, I'd rather honestly see somebody like Haley Atwell play her.
My man.
I'm just being real, like straight up. Like Haley Atwell's already shown that she can do action.
I don't even see him anymore.
Looks more like her and already sounds more like her than anybody else out there. So I'd personally rather see her, like a curvier person, play her. Given the photo that they're showing with these two ladies, they don't look like they're there. Even with going with the younger, more athletic version, I still think Haley Atwell is actually a better choice.
No, I agree with you. I 100% agree with you. Anybody else? I think, I don't know if Dido, are you still having issues hearing GQ, Dido?
I don't see him on my screen. I don't hear him. I don't know. It's a black screen.
That's weird. Yes, that is weird. But
I don't see or hear Dido. That's odd.
That's what. How about now? Do you see him, hear him now? Still?
Nope.
No.
He was. I don't know when it disappeared, but because
that's so strange.
I could come out and I could go out and come back in.
Well, I don't think that. I mean, because out to the stream, everybody can see it. Anybody else having trouble seeing GQ?
Nope. I can hear. I can hear both Dido and
I can see it.
But I'll come back in.
Yeah, this is another one of those things. So those two will drop out and come back in. So we'll see them in a second. But I kind of.
But I can agree with GQ. Haley Atwell, definitely, yeah.
Haley Atwell. Takeem is asking Haley Atwell is in what? So Haley Atwell is the voice of Lara Croft in the Tomb Raider animated series that just dropped on Netflix a couple weeks ago. but Sophie Turner and Lucy Boynton are testing for Lara Croft in a new upcoming Amazon series, live action, as Lara Croft. And GQ was saying he would rather see Haley Atwell as Lara Croft, and I would too, because obviously we equate Lara Croft with not just a beautiful British woman, but she's curvaceous, and
Yeah,
all
that
the
was a
right.
mistake. Nah, I think they're fixing that mistake. I know a lot of people was going off to what you call it. A lot of people don't realize that it was a value error when they were doing the polygons, and they just let.
No. Every time they've reiterated, they've gotten smaller and smaller.
Exactly, and I think they intended. I think their whole intention, they were supposed to be small even back then. They just
from the choices that they have on this thing for this show. My only thing is like how, not knowing much of their works, how do they look in an action spot? Like how do they look on screen doing action stuff? Or is it just going to, I don't know. I don't want it to be cheesy or anything like that. If they're taking a shot at like a show, I need it to have the drama, have the action and all that, but I don't want it to lean one way, because that Tomb Raider was never, hey, here's just a bunch of drama, and now here's a little bit of action, or here's a bunch of action, here's a little bit of drama. It's always been a nice balance, kept it around for a while. But like they look like they're just not sitcom actresses, but like at this point, I don't think I could see them jumping off a freaking mountain over a helicopter. Doing Lara Croft stuff. Like I don't know.
Here's the question: how old are was it Sophie and
Hey, there he is.
Sophie and okay, so that's actually a decent question.
Yeah,
Sophie Turner. Sophie Turner is, I think she's in her mid to late 20s. Sophie Turner is 28.
Okay.
And let's see, Lucy Boynton,
42. My gosh.
Yeah.
She don't look it.
Right.
No,
She's looking like 30.
Right. And Lucy Boynton is 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised nobody brought Sadie into this.
Sadie
who?
Sadie Sink, the from Stranger Things, the one that looks exactly like Aloy from Horizon.
Oh yes, what was she in recently that I saw? She was in a trailer for some movie, and I was like, oh, that's a girl from Stranger Things.
Also, what's up to Sharita Jackson? Looks like she just checked in from Facebook.
She did.
Honestly, looking at it, I didn't mind the girl that played her the last one, Elisa Vikander.
I was going to say the thing.
That last movie wasn't bad. It just
I thought it was good.
I fought people over that. It was not unwatchable.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I think they deviated from the game and got rid of the whole Asian super, spirit god thing and went with a traditional villain route, which whatever. But it was still a decent movie, and it was supposed to relaunch the Tomb Raider as a franchise and more closely follow what the recent trilogy of games were, which I'm still disappointed that they didn't do that, but I digress. Moving off of that. So other things that came out today, obviously we saw that sizzle reel for upcoming Marvel television shows. We got a preview of Daredevil Born Again. We got Ironheart. We got Marvel Zombies. We got What If. And we got Wonder Man. And there was one other project that I think
War of Wakanda or something like that.
Eyes of Wakanda. Eyes of Wakanda.
Did you mention zombies?
Yep. I did mention zombies, yes.
Okay.
So seeing that sizzle reel, obviously I was super hyped to see any of the Daredevil stuff. That's great. That's going to be awesome. What else do you guys are you looking for? Oh, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. That's what I missed.
Yep.
That's what I missed. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
How you gonna wear a Spider-Man hoodie and
I know. I know. My fault. Anyway, out of the stuff in the sizzle reel, besides Daredevil, what kind of got you excited the most from watching that sizzle reel? Going around the horn.
I'll say Daredevil Born Again. I'm not sure you're interested in that.
Look, this is a man that clearly don't know how to follow directions. I said, besides Daredevil, what got you hyped in that sizzle reel? So let's try again. Simon says, Velvet Pinhead. What besides Daredevil got you hyped in that sizzle reel? Anything?
Wonder Man.
Really? That's an interesting choice. Okay.
Yeah. I actually like the character. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, the character, his solo comic books suck, but the character, I really don't think he.
That's the truth.
I don't think he was like he. I mean, I tried. They did release a solo series of his comic books, but it's like he's more suited for in an Avenger role, not by himself.
He is.
Yeah, but
I'm
interested in that.
My question is, because I'm not super familiar with Wonder Man, because it seems like they're auditioning him to be Wonder Man. Is that the whole gist of his comic? He's a person playing a superhero, but who is actually a superhero?
No, Simon was an actor. Simon Williams was an actor in the comics. Yeah. And he ended up becoming a superhero because he got mixed up by accident because he was messed up and applied by the Masters of Evil. So,
all right, fair enough.
Yeah,
seems like that could be fun.
Yeah. Dido, what got you the most hyped in the sizzle reel besides Daredevil?
Well, Daredevil. No, I'm just joking. Being a dick.
Yeah.
All of it really looks, interesting to me. I like the What If because I don't know if you mentioned What If. I look forward to seeing that because I like the whole idea of things of the What If stuff. But the zombies, Marvel zombies, I'm very curious on how that, because it was a What If and now they're doing it the whole thing. And I know it's had its own comic run. I don't quite understand because that's why I want to watch it, is because so many of the people that were in there, at least the What If one, got turned into zombies. And because they got turned into zombies, there was so little other. I mean, I just want to see what they're going to do with it. So I look forward to that and the Wakanda one. But everything, I want to see it. I'm going to watch every single thing that pops up. GQ? Every single thing. Day one. Ironheart.
Let's see. I'm going to go with that Deadpool Wolverine movie. That looked like it was going to be kind of.
I should have nixed that one. Yes, but okay.
Nah. Honestly, I'm honestly a little bit more excited about Ironheart now because I personally didn't like what they did in the Wakanda Forever as far as her costume, the look of her costume, and some of that. It was what it was. Obviously, they had to make some changes once Chadwick passed away, but I definitely like how it's looking like the series is going to shape up now. It's going to. It almost feels kind of very much like Iron Man 1.
I agree.
Some of the feel of what they're doing. So I think that'd be kind of cool to check out.
Yeah, her armor did look really, really cool. Amaraka, what about you?
Dude, I left Panther 2 at saying that I can't wait to see what they're actually doing with Ironheart. I was excited for it then. I'm even more excited for it now. I'm at a point where I just kind of want to know what the hell is the Eyes of Wakanda? Like what
Yeah.
What is it? What are they doing at this point?
They barely gave us the barely's little inkling of a tease for that one. So
I just need to know what it is because everything had to change so fast. Like, what is this part of the story? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm interested to see what the hell this is.
Yeah, from what I recall, from what my memory recalls, Eyes of Wakanda is more about stories in Wakanda, other characters in Wakanda, expanding the culture of Wakanda beyond just being surrounded like the royal family. It's literally it's like the city or the country, the culture, everything surrounding that. That's what it's supposed to be. Yeah, the tribe. Yes, exactly.
I thought they were about to try to give us Ororo as some type of character in this thing, and then I see the What If, and I'm like, storms everywhere, man. I'm excited. Oh no, they got me back again, and I didn't think I'd be as like Marvel excited again.
Speaking of Marvel being excited again, tonight is the two episode finale of Agatha All Along, a show that I admittedly am on record saying that I wasn't like super hyped for, and I said I would probably wait, which is unlike me because I'm usually day one for anything and everything Marvel, but this was the first one. I did end up watching the first 3 episodes this past Monday and was very surprised at how much I really enjoyed the show. It's really good.
Damn right.
Really well
acted.
Really, 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 really good.
That'll teach you.
Look, man, not everything is for everybody.
I realize that not
your
everything,
own
but you
time.
don't know until you watch it.
That's true, but
Same thing
you
with-
also
same thing with
have
the Penguin.
to. You also have to. Okay, look. Yes, I did wait on the Penguin, but it wasn't like I wasn't interested in the Penguin. I was always interested in the Penguin. I just never carved out time.
He was
to
watching
sit down and watch it.
football. Yeah, football. Oh,
Some of
reminds
that,
me, I
yeah,
gotta make
some
my
of that
pick.
is true. Some of that is true, but I did end up just
Football.
waiting. That's all. I ended up just waiting. That's no big deal. Let's see. Preem says that last episode went ridiculously harder than it needed to for a non-finale, and I'm assuming that
Yes,
he's talking
it
about
did.
Agatha, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm assuming he's talking about Agatha, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I honestly, now that the rest of the series will be out, I honestly can't wait to finish binging the rest of it. So I'm very
They
much
put
looking forward to it.
the same amount of care into this as WandaVision, and I couldn't be happier about it. Like after WandaVision wrapped, I went and got that Agatha right here, right? Just so I could have it. I knew it was going to happen.
Right.
So like, there are two of them now. That one has WandaVision's title across it. The other one has Agatha all along on it. So now I got to go get
Nice.
another one.
Very nice.
Nice.
I
Like-
love how over dramatic Catherine Hahn plays Agatha in every single scene, especially when she first got dressed after she paraded around buck naked. She gets dressed and she's got that big long ass trench coat and she's twirling around like a damn cape. And anytime she makes a turn, just phenomenal. I just love it. It was great.
The other thing I like
a
about
red
it.
bun.
No, go ahead.
No, I was making. He said she got buck naked, and I made a joke that probably only people who watched a certain anime from the '80s that we got in the '90s would get.
Fair enough. No,
Looks
what
like
I
a
did
dead
like.
bug.
Oh, okay, gotcha. What I
Sorry.
did. No, you good. What I did like about her though, and her playing the character, and also what everybody did in WandaVision is how they play very much to the, at least for WandaVision, they were playing very much to the era of television that they were basically portraying. So I thought that was actually really good.
Yeah.
But I like even seeing how this show opens up. Obviously, this is spoilers for the first episode, but how she played that detective, and it really felt like you're in a detective show now. That's what this whole thing is. It felt like the whole feel was this is a detective show. I'm like,
from the intro, everything else. Yeah.
The range and everything, and the way they portray this show is actually really, really good. So all the people mad that it's women led. I'm like, I don't really care.
I don't care.
Is it entertaining? And that answer is yes.
It's good.
I mean, they're
It's pretty
witches.
good.
What do you expect, man? Damn.
There you go.
And then you add Aubrey Plaza.
Well, of course, that in and of itself already had my attention anyway.
Yeah.
Hakeem ain't shit though. By the way, he ain't shit though. He just a damn troll in the damn comments
Right now, but you ain't seen much. So
you're right. And I can't wait for the rest. I really enjoy the rest of her coven too. I think they're all really well done. Really well done. So speaking of Halloween stuff, let's get into the main topic, and Black Halloween, the Halloween stuff, all of our favorite. I like Halloween everything, right? So I think Dido, you just recently watched a more recent like Halloween movie. It was a Black Halloween film, right?
yeah, it's called Mr. Crockett. It's on Hulu.
Yeah, Mr. Crockett. Yeah.
And it's one of these movies that 100% had to come out in the 90s. We'd be talking about him, or even the 80s. We'd be talking about, well, I mean, Mr. Crockett, you'd probably be taunting your parents more so than each other, because he was not killing kids like Freddy Krueger. He was protecting the kids, but we don't really know what he was doing with them because they were in his own hell, and he was killing the parents that were apparently treating them badly and killing them pretty violently and whatnot. And he was really creepy. I thought it was a very interesting new horror movie. Not the best, but very watchable, very entertaining to me. I watched it twice. And so I just wondered when watching that, because it was a movie, and we all here being Black know that there's two types of movies. There's movies that are Black movies, and then there's movies that got Black people in them. And this was a movie to me that just got Black people in them, not just like, a Black movie in a way where, only certain people can relate.
Right.
Because it's situations that happen in this community, in the community. So
right,
I liked it, and it's something I think people should watch.
Okay, but like other black horror movies do exist. They are few and far between, but they do
like Candyman,
right? Like so Candyman is one, but wasn't Candyman written by white people?
Maybe.
Yep.
I'm not really sure.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
And now the new one probably was,
yeah.
I think.
No, new one.
No, yeah, the new one I thought was written by Jordan Peele, or am I wrong on that?
I think he had a hand in it. He might have produced it or something.
He produced
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Produced it. Okay. Full disclosure, Halloween may be a pretty cool holiday, but I've never been like a super big horror guy. Even in our fan group, even in our collective friend group, I've never been the biggest horror guy. Like I watch horror movies, but mostly like the more popular ones, like Nightmare on Elm Street,
slashers and all those.
Yeah, slashers and things like that. I've come around to more unconventional type horror, more thriller types. Like I'm on record. Get Out shouldn't be considered horror, right? For most people, it shouldn't be considered horror. But I know the way Jordan Peele wrote it, in the situations that the main character found himself in, especially with some young brothers that have been in his situation, that shit was scary as hell.
Oh yeah,
no lie, that shit was scary as hell. Because even the thought of possibly being in that type of a scenario was scary, 100%.
I think Sharita hit it and then nailed right on the head. It's psychological horror. It's a different category of horror.
Different type of character.
Because
horror people don't respect that.
Well, yeah, I know, but a lot of people think horror is just slasher, and that's not not how that works.
There's tons of different kind of horrors. Like I also watched Late Night with the Devil recently, which is
I wanted to see that. I
put him on Johnny Carson.
Yeah,
that's basically what it was. And it was good.
Is that movie that has Anya Taylor-Joy, Last Night in Soho? Is that a horror movie?
I don't know. Didn't see that one.
Oh,
I don't even think I've heard of it.
Sure. Yes,
I've been watching a lot of old ones, new stuff. Pumpkinhead I watched, which I haven't seen in a long time. Basket Case I haven't seen in a long time. Those not necessarily starring, black people, but they were from like the 80s or I think they're both from the 80s. But I've been bouncing around all over the place, so many of them that I'm forgetting all the shit that I'm watching, which it's not really a good look.
What do you guys prefer? Horror? Do you prefer like the slasher types, the jump scare types, or do you prefer like monster, macabre, gory horror? Because like think of
all of the above for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind. I mean, I see.
There's no so you don't have a preference? I'm sorry.
Not for the horror movies. I don't particularly have a preference for movies. As you know, I like watching movies. I like seeing all different kinds and what they're gonna do. Like I said, out of everybody here, I will sit down and watch what most people consider bad. I watched Amityville in Space, which was probably one of the cheesiest, and I plan on watching more. They got so many Amityville horror knockoff. They're not, because Amityville, you can't copyright it, so people do their own thing.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't trademark it or whatever, so people do their own thing. And Amityville in Space was so ridiculous, and so much green screen, and so much like somebody's basement with. Oh my gosh, it was great.
Hell, I saw Winnie the Pooh, both of them. So
did that second one come out?
That's on my list.
Second one came out. Yeah, the second one was out there.
Second one's on Blu-ray already.
I gotta check those out, man.
I still haven't watched it, but
so I'm more like a fan of horror mystery. I guess I was like one of my favorites still to this day is like A Tale of Two Sisters. Like I can sit down and just watch that, and I don't know why that became like my favorite genre of
like a
horror or anything.
Okay, in the vein of psychological horror being still horror, right? Would you consider something like Gone Girl to be horror? Because you think about what old girl put Ben Affleck through.
I don't know. But then again, that movie where Keanu had the two girl visitors was considered horror.
Yeah.
Oh, knock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's considered horror.
That was actually the first time I saw Ana de Armas was in that movie.
That and Us. That was kind of like
that was definitely psychological.
Because like that was kind of like.
Us had a little bit of horror to it in the sense of almost the slasher bloody side of it, but yeah, it definitely was a little bit more psychological as well. Obviously not black actors, but one that was a kind of psychological thriller. It was Speak No Evil, and that came out recently with James McAvoy.
Yeah,
I want to watch
Speak
that
No
too.
Evil, but there's also that one that Channing Tatum was in just recently too.
I know what you're talking about. The
dang, what's the name of that movie? It's right on the tip of my tongue. Somewhat of photo. Was it photo? Somewhat of. Damn, what is that movie? Now I got to find it. If you know it in the chat, and you can tell me what it is. But I
don't blink.
Don't blink. Thank you, Takeem. Don't blink.
I watched all the friggin' Phantasms recently. Phantasm is a weird fucking series.
It is
because like the first one, it seems like you got this whole thing that's going into town, people disappearing, these fucking little dudes in rows look like fucking druid Ewoks, and the metal balls. And by you get to the last one, oh my gosh, you're in the future with different universe, and the ice cream guy is actually the hero of all the movies. I'm like, what is fucking going on?
Yeah,
but entertaining to say the least. Blink twice if you would.
I think Blink Twice is the name. I think Blink Twice is the name of the movie.
Has anybody seen or excited for Smile? I still don't even know what.
I watched the first one. It's basically. Did you see? It Follows.
Yeah, It Follows. That's basically what it is.
It's kind of like that, except for in order to get rid of the thing, you have to kill somebody while somebody else is watching horrifically to get rid of the curse.
Oh, good lord. Okay, yeah, the commercials just look creepy as hell right now.
They're supposed to be. I mean, their original marketing push for it was having people go to public events and to stand there with that smile.
Bro, like I'll never forget. There was some chick in the front row of a Monday Night Football game with a damn smile. I was like,
they're doing that shit.
Yo, what?
Oh, don't forget about Megan. That shit.
The Megan flash mob was cool. I like Megan as a movie anyway.
I like Megan as a movie, period. And I don't really.
I couldn't stop laughing.
Horror, right?
Yeah, no, I couldn't stop laughing. That movie was good though.
If a horror movie makes you laugh, is it really horror?
It can be
at that point. Yeah.
Jason, what was that?
Which one was heads off? Oh, you're talking about Jason X?
Jason X, the Jason 10 or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, well, that still horror, but I couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah, most slashers, like
Part 7. Dude trying to box
Fallen was saying most slashers are funny as shit nowadays.
Yeah,
right. Just what if Buster can cover that much ground, and you gotta at least try.
Yeah. Did you guys mention Tales from the Hood?
I know Shrita mentioned Tales from the Hood.
Shrita mentioned Tales from the Hood. Yeah, I saw that.
Did you see the sequel though? I think they made two
the
sequels.
The sequel was with Snoop, wasn't it? The sequel was with Snoop, wasn't it?
No. What's his name?
Keith
gosh,
David.
You know his name.
I
Keith David.
swore Snoop was in one of them Tales from
he
the
might,
Hoods,
He
man.
might have been. I don't.
He might be thinking of Bones, dog.
Yeah, Bones. Snoop was in a movie called Bones. Where
Hocus Pocus never saw.
It comes back as a ghost. He basically is doing his version of the Crow.
Yep.
Okay.
Dido, please go watch Hocus Pocus.
I plan to. I had planned to for a while. I wanted to watch it. I'm not watching it tonight because Agatha. Maybe I'll watch it tomorrow when I get off of work. No, I close tomorrow.
That's a Christmas story. I could watch a 24-hour marathon of Hocus Pocus.
So okay.
Tony Todd, but here's the thing: Tony Todd was in the third one. Tales from the Hood.
So let's
Vampire in Brooklyn.
Does Vampire in Brooklyn still stand up?
Yeah,
I like that movie. I don't care what nobody says.
I love that movie. That movie,
that movie
was great. Eddie with the damn mullet, dog, was greatness.
That shit was permed and pressed.
The permed and pressed mullet. That was greatness. Greatness.
Okay. The whole premise of the movie to me was actually very cool.
Yeah, it was very good.
It just worked.
Just very good. Very, very good. All right. So I know this is hard, but I got to do it anyway. What do y'all think belongs in a quintessential must-see black cinema or black black horror top 5?
Tales in the Hood, definitely. That should be the first one only. The other two,
Candyman.
First one, most definitely. Candyman.
I'm on the Candyman.
Most definitely.
Which one though? The original?
Which one? Which one?
I didn't see the second one yet, so
I saw the original. I have not yet seen the new one yet. I saw the first.
I mean, the new one that stars the guy that plays Wonder Man, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also obviously Black Manta.
Oh yeah, I got the digital one. I don't know where I got it from. I just still haven't watched it. So. I
honestly, I prefer Us over Get Out personally.
Okay.
What about Nope? What about Nope?
I didn't see Nope.
Nope is about aliens.
Didn't watch Nope.
Yeah, it's about aliens.
But would you consider a psychological thriller, knowing that it's Jordan Peele in his background?
Yeah.
Good. Nope.
Pretty much.
Yeah. No.
I mean, it was a different type of thriller. It was kind of like Tremors in a way, because you have these things that you really can't defeat easily, and they're taking people out, and you're trying to figure out what is going on, and that was Tremors. So Nope is kind of like Tremors.
King Takeem says aliens are horror.
Which,
technically, 100%. Alien and aliens are obviously
shit, man. Look,
I'm not disputing that.
Yeah, because like what we saw in Alien Romulus, I consider that horror type. You know?
Sci-fi horror just kind of hits different though.
It does.
It does.
Hey, Critters, man. Critters was like my shit too, man. Critters is my shit, man. That movie
I used to love Critters.
Here's the one that's on the list. Ma.
I haven't watched that.
Ma. Yes. Nobody really thinks of that movie.
That was psychological as fuck, man.
Yeah, nobody really thinks of that movie.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Ma was a movie that came out with these people.
You don't know what we're talking about?
Hold on.
Ma with Octavia Spencer?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. I didn't get a chance to watch that.
I've been wanting to watch that too.
Okay.
I think honestly, for the modern era, Blumhouse puts out pretty much all the best horror stuff. I think Blumhouse got it on. They got it on lock.
In my opinion, they really
games,
100%.
movies, everything. They are on top of it.
100%. So recapping, we said Get Out. No, you said Tales from the Hood.
Yep.
Candyman, the original.
Yep.
We said Us, right? Us versus Us over.
I personally like Us more than Get Out.
Yeah. Which that falls more in line in the more classical vein of horror. So okay. So what was the fourth one we had? We had Ma, and we had what was the other one we had?
I don't think we had a fifth one yet.
We don't have the fifth one yet. Okay, what would you put as a 5 for a black horror?
Have you heard of this movie called His House? It was a Netflix horror movie.
No.
It's basically like a actual spiritual horror movie where these two people from South Africa moved to England, and basically they're in a haunted house, and they're trying to the husband is trying to forget his roots and trying to just pretend what happened never happened, but then the house won't let him forget, and all these particular it was one scene where he literally was in the living room, and the living room just shift to a different plane. It was
this a black family?
Yeah. It's
okay.
It's 5 minutes long, bro.
Yeah.
Even though
it starred an old girl from the TVA. That was it. What's she play? What's her name in the TVA? She's in this movie.
B-15 or something.
Yeah, she's in the movie.
What about?
Okay,
it's older.
Yeah,
1998.
Yeah, Blackula.
No. I wasn't gonna say Blackula. No, I was gonna say. What about Beloved?
Beloved was interesting, but I don't really.
It's listed under horror drama.
I don't know. I understand that it is. I understand that it is, but that one was never creepy to me. That one was just,
Sharita still playing.
It's a freaking crime. They turn
people under the stairs. Yeah.
It's a freaking crime that Beloved turned that gorgeous Tandy Newton into that freakish apparition that she ended up being. But I digress.
Tandy Newton is sexy no matter what, though. So I don't really care.
I don't know. Not in Beloved.
Not in
was
that.
sexy.
She was supposed to be. But I think like for example, like her in Mission Impossible 2 is still like I think my favorite.
Man. What's up to Lori Calcaterra?
Oh,
what is up to our girl? Hello. How you
Special
doing?
guest in the house.
Good to see you. It's, speaking of horror, if you haven't checked out our good friend Lori's indie comic book, Path of the Pale Rider, you really should do so. And she comes up with some top-notch merch.
Absolutely.
Top-notch.
Oh, they twisted. Sharita got her arm twisted. People under the stairs. That was
people under the stairs. So okay,
yeah.
But the people under the stairs, was that a black?
I mean, the main character was
black, and he lived too.
Yep.
But is that one of those movies with black people in it, or black people movie?
It's a black.
Yeah, it was black people
in it.
Because because you got Bill Cobbs, Ving Rhames, and Brandon Quinton Adams. There's only 3 listed in the principal cast. That's it. I mean, not that necessarily that should disqualify them, but I was trying to put in the list primarily black led or black written.
Well, that was black led. That's what I'm saying. The kid was what you call it? The one from the Sandlot. I can't remember his name, but it's totally black led.
Yeah. Laura, yes, we're talking horror movies. The one black kid was awesome though. Wait a minute, didn't you see it? Wasn't there another movie just Salem's Lot? The one from Salem's Lot, right?
Oh yeah, that kid. My goodness, he's like a second. He's the out of any movies that stars kids, and most of the time they're annoying and make dumb things. This kid was like, "Nope, I'm gonna do this. Nope, I'm about to go kill this guy." I was like, "No," and he was like, "Yeah, that kid."
He's the most unconventional black kid character.
Oh, dude, the first you introduced to him, some bully tried to bully him. His hands were bound, and the guy punched him in the face. He's like, "Let me get out of this." Got out of it. And most movies, he was like, "Just take it." He would just take it and turn around. Nah, he was like, he fought back, put the kid in like a wing, and was just like, "Say, uncle," blah blah blah, all this other stuff. They had to break it up. Like, he's like, "You're not gonna come in here," and they were talking like, "Man, it's probably best just to run away." He was like, "Run away doesn't help." So you got to fight, you got to fight, whatever. And he was, I enjoyed that character. He was definitely, to me, made the movie a little bit more enjoyable because, like, outside of that, it was like a standard vampire movie.
Iguana Man with the Hail Mary saying Blade 2. Like, okay, man.
Is that considered horror?
No, man.
Action.
I wouldn't.
I mean, it's horror
action. It's a horror. It's horror action. But
it's directed by a guy that's really good at horror, Guillermo del Toro. I would say director Blade 2.
So I mean, I don't know. Amarak, you're pensively quiet there. So what? Like, come on now.
I was just trying to figure out what this thudding noise outside my house is.
Oh,
it's okay. I'm okay.
You hear about that?
Patricio is saying that he's trying to watch Terrifier but can't get through it.
Really? You don't like the gore?
Is it that bad?
it's like all the
it's pretty gory. All of them pretty gory. Even his first appearance wasn't it in Terrifier? It was
an anthology movie.
Yeah, it was an anthology movie, and I watched the third one of that with Hannah Omega the other day, and that one was not very entertaining.
He says the gore, man. So he must have a weak constitution. He can't get.
He said, "You don't play Mortal Kombat? You ain't playing all those games back in the day where you pop somebody and 5 arms pop out and the blood is all over the place."
So I guess we don't have a 5th one to put on our list.
I mean, we can go.
Want to just say the newer Candyman?
You can't have Candyman on there twice.
I mean, we can go with Bones, man. Bones was actually pretty good.
Okay, Bones.
Bones in forever to the point where I don't even remember.
All right, Bones. Okay,
I think Bones falls under that so bad it's good territory.
Oh wow, okay.
There's nothing against that. There's a bunch of movies that are like that. Street Fighter, the movie is like that. Street Fighter is just fun to watch because it's how bad it is. Come on, ain't nobody on this on this panel loves Street Fighter just because it was good adaptation of Street Fighter. We like it because it was fun. It was ridiculous. It was endlessly quotable.
I liked it because of Raul Julia and Jean-Claude Van Damme. Literally, that's it. That's it. Just like I like Masters of the Universe.
Kylie Minogue and Ming Na Wen was good too, though.
Yeah.
Well, sure. I mean, they were nice to look at, but other than that. But besides that, like Masters of the Universe, I loved Frank Langella Skeletor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Dolph Lundgren physically could do He-Man, but Frank
Langella was bringing that movie way up above what it deserved.
Yeah, no,
way up above.
My man was chewing on scenery and going back for
oh
seconds.
my
like,
God,
he
was doing
man.
it was a masterful job. Job.
Yeah, everything else in that movie was like,
yeah, exactly. But anyway, getting back to horror, or back to Halloween or horror favorite stuff. What's your guys's? Because we've said before when we talked about Halloween candy, the preference of chocolate versus gum or suckers. Does anybody still feel that way? Like, do we all agree that Reese's Peanut Butter Cups is the ultimate Halloween candy to get?
The king, and with Kit Kats a number 2 in my honest opinion.
I'm fond of Kit Kats, but no, it's all about
top 5 Halloween candy that
it's Reese's is number 1.
Reese's is number 1.
Is number 2.
I don't know about that number 2 , bro.
You don't like Kit Kats?
No, it's not that I don't like Kit Kats. I just don't know if I like them over.
I like them
other things that you would get
number
in
2
Halloween.
for me.
Okay, that's fine. I definitely look.
I'm going way against the grain. And
you better not.
No, I am. I'm going way against the grain. My number 1, and only because it's the bite-sized version of it, it's the only way I'll eat it, is Three Musketeers. Bite-sized Three Musketeers is perfect for me.
Whatchamacallit? Over Three Musketeers all day.
You can't. I mean, yeah, I agree. Because like trying to eat a whole. I remember trying to eat one, and it's like, dog, what the hell am I eating?
Yeah, if full Three Musketeers will kill you.
Yeah,
bite-sized
one.
Slow,
it'll kill you slowly.
Yeah,
sure.
No, it's impossible to get through.
Like, everybody who got diabetes ate one whole candy bar.
Yeah,
one whole Three Musketeers.
Something about all that nougat and just chocolate and nothing else is just there's something wrong about that, right?
Yeah.
But having as versus a whole Snickers bar is easier to digest probably because of the caramel and the peanuts, right? To break it up. But a whole ass Three Musketeers?
Three Musketeers is 3 different chocolates, bro. That's what the problem is. It's regular chocolate, it's chocolate nougat, and like some type of whipped something. That's chocolates. I'm like,
hell no.
You're just asking to die. But you know.
I used to try to do it back when I was a teenager. Eat a whole Three Musketeers. I ain't gonna lie, I did feel sick after doing it.
Dude,
I didn't
feel sick.
I ate the whole back in the day when I was young, I ate a whole Three Musketeers. I got sick from it. It was like
it's a good one. Like,
yeah,
look,
the King's got a list.
Yeah, he does have a list. This is a good one. So Reese's is 1, 2 is Snickers, 3 Kit Kat, 4 a Nestle Crunch.
No.
I fell off and it was a long.
You said no. You said no.
I can't. No, man, I can't do it.
What is what?
And five. You said good bar for number 5.
Good bar. I don't know about that good bar, bro. But
they're getting better as I get older.
Look, man, a Crunch bar. Simon says a Crunch bar, frozen, bro. Come on now.
I'm all right. I'm with you, dog. I'm right.
There you go. Come on, dude. Frozen Crunch bar, yes, sir.
No,
honestly, I didn't like Kit Kats. I didn't like a lot of the frozen candies. I just didn't. Like, that's just like I don't
even
wanna...
wait a minute. So you're saying you don't like frozen Reese's Peanut Butter Cups?
I don't like frozen any candy. To me,
have you tried frozen Reese's Pieces?
I've had frozen versions of I've had frozen versions of
no.
everything, but what I'm saying is I personally don't like them because more often than not, when you go to the store to get one, it's been in that cooler for way too long. So now you got to sit there and wait for it to somewhat soften so you can actually bite into it and not, destroy yourself.
No, eat that shit cold.
Breaking his teeth off trying to bite into the damn.
Eat that shit cold.
You know what happened to me? I told you what happened to me when I tried to eat a cold ass that crunchy brick.
Oh, chunky.
I ate a
Chunky's already big enough and just most destructive on its own. You freeze it.
Yeah, man. What are you doing?
I was 7. All right.
Now, look, so something that has slid.
Okay, we see
something that has slid to the forefront. Over something's changing as time goes. The Hershey's Cookies and Cream Bar.
Okay,
is like it's in my top 5.
Speaking of cookies and cream, they don't make it anymore. Twix cookies and cream. Twix peanut butter is better than original.
You're
Twix.
right.
Yeah,
they don't,
Twix peanut butter
don't make that anymore.
But hey, GQ, they try to pass it off like it's a special with the peanut butter.
Oh no, peanut butter Twix was always a thing back when we were kids. That's why I always laughed when people were like, "Oh my god, they came out with peanut butter." I'm like, dude, they've been had that. It's just most people don't see it because the original always overtook it. But yeah, peanut butter Twix was always a thing. It's just most stores didn't have it until it became popular.
Okay, I love this. The top. So we came up with a good list of great chocolate bars. What about bad Halloween candy that you could possibly get?
Black liquor.
I was gonna say right off.
Cream said the caramel swirls, the orange and black peanut butter taffy things. That's top on my list of like bad stuff. Right? Candy corn definitely is on there as well. And he also said those nasty ass cherry cordials that you would that people would give you.
Cherry cordials sound like a drink you're supposed to order at the bar.
What about those like cigarette candies that sometimes you get? Those like candy cigarettes.
Those weren't nasty. They were just there.
They weren't nasty. They were just like chalk candy. You know?
I didn't like getting those though.
People handed those out.
They really did.
Yeah.
Hand those out.
Yeah, they did. Back in the 80s, yes, they did.
I don't remember. Unless they were packaged, I don't remember.
Yeah, they were packaged.
Yeah, they were packaged. You can't just give it. Like, what you trying to give my child?
They were always packaged. I never had them loose candy.
Like, hey, dog, you got a loose square that you give me. That's what it was.
That's really what he was.
Here's the other thing. Imagine if they weren't packaged, they just mess up your whole bag.
Yeah, imagine
there's just
chalk everywhere. Just chalk.
Imagine if they were fucking not packaged, and then with that asshole, you go to their house and they give you freaking pennies and shit. And they and they got penny flavored fucking chalky fucking
Okay. Since we're making a silly, insane Halloween list, what did y'all carry around for your candy? Was it a pillowcase or what? Or y'all use a shopping bag? Was it pillowcase, shopping bag, brown bag?
Both.
Had to be pillowcase.
We had
I think had to be a pillowcase.
Pillowcase, or it was actually my mom was like weird. She had this little bucket. Like pumpkin bucket, so
Okay, so you had one of the McDonald's pumpkin buckets.
Yeah. A lot of kids used to have those.
Amarak?
I had matching bags or backpack apparel for everything that I ever was.
Oh, so you grew up with it. Okay, I see.
Yeah, it was this is one of my favorite times of year. For every reason that you can think of, so I always went like all out. But I would match what I was carrying with what I was wearing.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
I was a pillowcase guy because I always had plans to get so much. I just knapsack that bug, just carry it over the
exactly.
2008, 2007. I forgot when that was. I went and got a blue jacket and crumpled up a baseball bat, put my rollerblades on, and went as Little Slugger from Paranormal Agent.
Oh wow!
Yeah, like I had the backpack then, but I had to go and find the backpack. Like I went all out, man.
All right, so King Takeem and Sharita both had pumpkin buckets from McDonald's. Yeah. Anybody else in the chat? What would y'all carrying your candy around in?
Exactly.
Just curious.
Yeah, man, because it's like having those. The pumpkin bucket was just too small overall, right? You taking a pillowcase, you could fill that mug up. Fill it up.
Well, see, and the thing is, the pillowcase worked if you, because let's be honest, nowadays a lot of parents driving their kids to various whatever, and then they get out and they don't even actually walk. You know what I'm saying?
No, they
don't even actually walk. We walked. Ours was an expedition. We was going to different subdivisions and neighborhoods. We was checking out everybody.
And if you went with a group of friends,
and
y'all was split up and go to this, like, hey, they got this over here at this house. Okay, let's go over there. It was literally like a
Did
coordinated operation.
Did anybody have walkie-talkies when y'all was going trick or treat?
Yes.
Okay.
I never went that far. I never ever went
I never
that far with it.
Me
But
neither.
100%, yeah, but that's a good way to do it though. According to be like, hey, over here on Vinewood, they got this, this, and this.
Dog, I had the G.I. Joe walkie-talkies.
Oh my goodness.
Me and my friends had.
Iguana Man
And
had a
used to
Farmer
use them.
Jack's bag. Bringing back Farmer Jack. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
That's some
Farmer
Midwest
Jack.
history right there.
Yeah.
No, I like. Let me see. I never went I never went as far as walkie-talkies, but I think it was always pillowcase though. I almost always had a pillowcase, and then you always had that moment of getting back everybody dumping the candy in that pile, and then trading what you didn't want with your friends and all that. That was memories, man.
Outside of the candies that Preem had listed, like the cherry cordial, candy corn, and all the other kind of stuff aside, the one candy, the one treat you never really wanted to get
Candy
was
corn,
bubblegum.
those
Bubblegum.
No, I would rather get bubblegum than candy corn and those fucking circus peanuts.
But here's the reason.
I don't mind that.
Here's the reason I say. Here's the reason
I know what you're gonna say. I know what you're
Why?
gonna say. Because that shit was hard as rocks.
Yeah, damn right. Yes.
Especially Bazooka. I would get Bazooka.
So especially Bazooka Jones. Yes.
Yeah, I would get those. I would get those. Every time I would like circle my block. That would be the one candy or gum that I would get. Bazooka Joe.
Yo,
and
man.
then, my
in order
also
go ahead.
Also with the what was it? Willy Wonka candy. The damn, what the hell is it? Sweet Tarts. I love those.
Oh yeah,
Sweet Tarts are my shit.
Sweet Tarts versus
Sweet Tarts are great.
Smarties.
Nerds.
Right? Sweet
Nerds
Tarts
too.
versus Smarties. The Sweet Tarts was always better than the Smarties. You would take the Smarties obviously in a pinch, but that's not what you wanted. You wanted.
I wanted Sweet Tarts.
Yeah, you
wanted
wanted
better than
Sweet Tarts,
Smarties.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
okay.
There you go, Iguana Man, right there. Apples.
Yeah.
I used to hate that. It was just like, you put all this other candy in here. You think I'm gonna take your funky old apple? I ain't gonna lie. Now again, I would be kind enough to let them put that in there. By the time I was at their fence or whatever, just down that apple was gone already.
Yeah,
because first of all, my parents is already gonna take it away anyway. Because it's like that's random. No, we're not gonna trust that somebody didn't mess with the thing or whatever. So I was like, no, this is gone. I'm not eating your apple. Sorry.
And never mind the fact that most of those apples are red Gala apples, or not even Gala apples. They're red like Fuji apples. They're mushy. They're soft, and they might be getting ready to go rotten anyway. What kid wants to eat that?
Nope.
For a Halloween treat. You're not going to turn it into a caramel apple.
Some weirdo.
Yeah, you're not going to turn it into a caramel or
candy
man's
apple. He's like skip all that. I did it right in front of him. He's like, I just threw it down right in front of him. Like, dang, like that'll teach.
That's savage.
The one thing that was guaranteed though, that was always good intel, was the houses that were giving out full-sized candy bars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those were always that was always the talk of like,
yeah, the holy grail.
Let me switch this costume up a little bit. I'm going back.
It's like for real. It's like, would you rather get a bite-sized Twix or would you rather get full Twix?
Yeah, I mean, full Twix obviously all day, and
all day long.
The one you're scared to take is
right, all day long, day long.
Hell, that'd be the only candy bar still left.
What's the one? Okay, and we'll try and maybe like start to wrap it up on this one. What's the one candy that your parents were guaranteed to take for themselves out of your bag?
I don't know, because if they took it, I don't know what it is.
It would be for my mom. It would have been either Butterfingers or Whompers.
That's fair. My parents didn't really take the candy. Like they would see some that brought them back to their childhood, like Biddle Honey and some of those other random strange things. Those I would usually freely give away because I didn't want them.
Right. What the fuck is going on?
I have no idea. Can't see your camera, bro.
I know. It seems like it's on, but I ain't did nothing. I just finished my goddamn car. I can't even show it off to nobody.
Iguana Man says Snickers would be taken. Shrita said either Swedish Fish or Kit Kats. Damn, that's diabolical, man.
I never liked Sweet Kit personally.
Yeah, I never liked Swedish Fish either. It's fish,
But
you don't really.
Actually,
But
you know, it's funny. My dad would actually take if I had like licorice, he would take those.
Feel free. I'd hated licorice.
Yeah, he doesn't like licorice anyway. Now Twizzlers, as long as it was the strawberry Twizzlers,
God damn it, come on back in here.
I would love to have the strawberry Twizzlers. If they would give you black licorice, oh yeah, you go ahead, you can take that. Black.
I'm gonna be like an evil demon, but I did kind of like black licorice when I was a kid.
Me too, for whatever strange reason.
What was the flavor it was supposed to be?
It's kind of like kind of cola.
That's
kind
what
of like cola.
No, that's what licorice is supposed to taste like. Remember when I came back from Norway and I gave you that nasty fucking gum? That's what licorice is supposed to taste like.
Okay.
Now gum was made by Extra. It was just like that's the flavor that they like in Norway. Like what the fuck?
Yeah,
yeah.
It's like if you would buy a Good and Plenty and buy into those regular Good and Plenties, that's what the black licorice just tastes. It's just
Good and Plenty. It's black licorice. I think that because everybody associates licorice with the red stuff, and that's strawberry licorice. It's all strawberry.
Nasty.
Yeah. Black licorice is that's what licorice tastes like.
Okay.
I like that. I like that. Black licorice. That's a good one. I like that one.
Flavor
that's a good one.
I gave some to my niece.
The flavor
you should have saw the face.
Regret.
You should have seen the look on her face when I gave her that gum. That was fucking hilarious.
Oh yes, it's like what did you do to me?
Wish I recorded it. I really wish I recorded it.
Black licorice is the flavor of regret. No, that's hilarious, man. That's not, but that's very apropos. 100%. Hey, would you rather have? And this is the last one I'll add. Would you rather have? I know, and this is for people that love wine candy like I do, like Jolly Ranchers and the like. Would you rather have Tootsie Roll Pops or Blow Pops?
Blow Pops all day.
Blow Pops.
I got some right here in the drawer right now.
Yeah, I think Blow Pops worked better because you technically got a second type of candy. Now, granted, Tootsie Pops had Tootsie Roll in the middle, but by the time you got to it, it was just like,
no, thank you.
It's like, yeah, I've got so much sweet off of this. Then I got this chocolate center doesn't work. At least with the gum, it's usually a strawberry gum, so it just kind of worked.
Okay.
I still don't even like considering that chocolate.
What, Tootsie Roll?
Tootsie Rolls are slingshot ammo to me because of how hard they are. I've never had a Tootsie Rolls where I was like, hey, I actually like this thing. But the little fruit ones they had, I forgot the name of them. Those were okay.
That's wild.
Like
Tootsie Roll was meant to be a jaw workout. That's all Tootsie Roll is.
It was meant to promote sadness.
And let me ask y'all this though, real quick. When you went over like your grandparents' house, wasn't that the only candy that they had with Tootsie Rolls?
Yeah.
No. My grandma had peppermints.
Peppermints and
Peppermints, butterscotch, and that weird ass strawberry stuff that I refused to try until I got older.
I was just handed one, literally like 5 minutes ago.
So good, the one with the green and red wrapping.
Yeah,
the wrapping that was like a strawberry.
Yeah, those things are delicious. And as a kid, I wouldn't even.
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
They changed the wrapper.
Oh, they did,
but it's the same candy.
Yep.
Same candy.
Yeah, those things are fucking amazing.
Again, Tootsie Roll is fine, but I challenge anybody, even in the chat, to take a full-size Tootsie Roll and eat that whole thing in one sitting.
No,
I can do it.
Nah, it gets stuck in my teeth.
I can do it.
The full-size.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I can do it.
That
I wouldn't advise it. But I could do it. I'd much rather have the little bite-sized Tootsie Rolls. Not
all day, every day. But
all day, every day.
Those will probably get a little more speed.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why they have them in the segments, right? Because you just chop them up, chop them up. And give them
old school. Just bite into it and eat.
Yeah. Look, there's this. There's
you gotta
proud
now,
green.
which one do you guys like better, this one or this one?
The Mercedes-looking one.
Well, they're both supposed to be Mercedes, but they're not.
The one that
modern one,
like a Mercedes.
They're not branded. They both look like Mercedes. They're both the same fucking car. It's just
I think the one in your right hand. The one in your right hand looks. I mean, obviously, it's not as detailed as the one on the left hand.
I like this one better. This one.
Well, that's your left hand, and that's
this one left hand. I
like
like
the
the
left hand.
Right hand, just from this.
This one right here is the one that I think has got a shoddy build. It might look good, but the build is shoddy. Like you, next time you come through, you feel it. You can feel the fucking like what you call it.
I believe you.
Yeah. Okay. That
like
the green one.
That might also be the one that takes it, Iguana Man, as the worst candy to get, the York's peppermint patty.
No, you get off
York's. Yeah, those are not that bad.
Am I weird or something? Because I would jam out on some York. If you put a bag of them in front of me, they're potato chips.
Fair. I personally never really liked a lot of the mint, especially the white mint candies. I never really liked those that much. And then you had Almond Joy and Mounds.
Almond Joys, bro.
Now Mounds taste delicious. Didn't like them as a kid. Like them now because I like coconut now, and it's dark chocolate, and those two things taste really good together. Almond Joy is milk chocolate, and I think milk chocolate is garbage. It tastes like shit to me, and I just rather eat dark chocolate.
The underappreciated Halloween candy. I'll end on this one, and we'll wrap it up. The underappreciated Halloween candy is the good old Baby Ruths.
Fair.
Good old Baby Ruths.
If y'all want a hilarious lesson, and the woke mob would hate this nowadays, Almond Joy's original commercial, back when sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
Oh yeah.
If you look, no. Remember they had the person dressed as half woman, half man, and then like the song lyrics would line up to Almond Joy has nuts and Mounds don't. And by the time they made that turn, it was just like, okay, from the man side to the woman side. So for real, look up that original commercial.
Renowned supercar.
Nice.
Now it just says world-renowned supercar. That's what it says.
Cream is an evil man saying Chico Stick is the most underrated candy. Get the hell out of here. Anyway.
I think it's more underrated than what you said. Those people are like, I don't want to fucking eat a goddamn Chico Stick. Baby Ruth was popular. Baby Ruth was in Goonies. Chico Sticks, most people don't even know what the fuck a Chico Stick is.
Chico Sticks are disgusting.
That's why you said it's underrated. Underrated.
Baby Ruth is just straight peanut butter. With
it's not. It's peanut and caramel.
I'm sorry, it was straight up caramel with a bunch of peanuts on it.
That's right. It was a caramel.
I'd rather eat a what you call it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Payday's better than Baby Ruth's.
Whatchamacallits are great, by the way. Anyway, thanks you guys for joining us on another. It was a great, fun episode of Culture Junkies Live. We'll be back next week for another great episode. We are ramping up to getting back in person, and it's going to be really special when we do eventually do that, because it's going to be a lot of fun, and chopping it up with my brothers in person like we used to do all the time. But until then, come back and join us next week, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central, for another great episode from my friends Amarak, Simon Says, GQ, and Dadakuji. I'm Kishiro. We'll see you guys next week. Have a good one. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace out.
Vroom, vroom, motherfucker.